New home buyer, beware. You don't want to get stuck in a permit pickle. And that can happen if you take the seller's word for it when you're buying that property and they say all of the proper permits and COs or certificate of occupancies have been filed and issued. I had a client just recently contact me and they were at the closing table and they felt very pressured by the attorneys, even though an issue came up that the property they were purchasing had an open pool permit. And the seller said, oh, don't worry about it. It was passing some of the inspections before you'll be able to close out that permit without a hitch. Well, he acquiesced and continued. And after he purchased the home, he found out that not just the pool permit needed filing, but there were several other structures on the property that were illegal. They needed to be documented with plans, permits to be filed, and one of them even needed a zoning variance, and it got quite expensive. So if you skip the step of verifying before you buy that property, you can run into extra costs from $5,000 to $15,000 easily. It happens every week. So you can choose to increase your due diligence by asking for the verification of those proper permits or COs. At Dynamic Permits, we'll run a service like that for you, depending on property size and how many structures. Could be $800 to $1,800, but it gives you a little bit more of that insurance. Whereas you compare it to the exposure that you have of into the tens and $20,000 if those structures turn up without having proper permits. So if this is too much for you to do as you're buying the home, you need a buddy, and you can reach out to us at Dynamic Permits through the link below, and we'll give you a no-cost consultation over the phone and get you set in the right direction so that you can avoid getting stuck in that permit pickle. I look forward to hearing from you.